And welcome back, everybody. This is Shadow and Shadow Constructions. I hope everybody's having a pleasant day out there. And now we are going to get jumping straight into this after I stare at my own eyes inside my head. Um, so as you can see, we are actually there's two things. Hopefully I can get to both these things today. We'll see. But the two things I want to get to today is I do want to go ahead and wrap up this bridge, which I still haven't designed towers, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do that and do something else. But that's besides the point. So yes, I want to wrap up this bridge and build out the two towers on each side and get the roofs and everything put in. I am thinking of changing these decorations slightly to move them up to here because I'm gonna have the this section like out one more maybe. It depends on how I want to build this out. My idea right now is to have it so it's like this has a step up to the edge, and then this will be under the walls underneath will actually be the supporting thing on that edge right there. So that way I can have like the fences and the wall section, and you can like step up to see higher off of the wall. I think it'll add a bit more definition to the wall as well. But that's kind of the thought process I have, so I will need to move that section up a couple more. But that's not really a big deal since I can do that from the top of the wall. But I would want to do that before I start adding in everything, just so I know for a fact what I want. Now, there are a couple quick things we need to catch up on as well. So, thing number one. While I was trying to clear the weather, I accidentally cleared my inventory. So I'm out a Silk Touch pickaxe and all of my mending items. All my mending armor items. Gonna have to get those back eventually. Not a big deal. It is what it is. I sat there and laughed at myself for probably an hour after that happened. Well, not laughed, but was angry with myself for an hour after that happened. But that's all on me. But now in the meantime, this didn't feel good to put in the video, and also I'm thinking of covering that portion up right there. But what we did in the meantime is during the downtime, I actually went through and finished out the arch. And again, we will probably need to cover that one up because it looks a little awkward. I may leave it. We'll see. We will see. But what we went ahead and did is to give this like more of an in-depth area. I went into here. I added the cobblestone so that it gave a bit more of a pop to the outer edge. I still don't think that it needs something more. It needs something to pull itself out of the wall a little bit more. I experimented with like pulling this entire section out, but it didn't look right. So for now, I'm leaving it alone. I'm going to look into maybe putting the walls or... You scared the crap out of me right there. Let's go and light up the water while we're at this. Okay. So yeah, like I was just saying a second ago, it may be just covering that up right there will bring that all together. That's something I'm gonna have to experiment with on my own, so we'll see how that turns out. But still, I do love how this has all come together. As you can see, I've actually made a gradient from here to here to make it so it's more shadowed, and I think that looks really, really good, especially when you view it from a distance, because it looks like it's not all lit up. Yeah, and it also gives a little bit of an edge to everything. A little bit more definition when you come through. Yeah, it just looks a little darker. I like that. I wish I could do a bit better of a gradient with that, but that's besides the point. It's not big enough, really. But yeah, and so let's get back to what we are planning to do today. So I want my blue greenhouse here, which it's good. This is gonna be another decently large build, so I might be doing a couple smaller builds in between it while I gather the materials. But I want that to be connected here, and this to represent like, oh, this has been retrofitted to go into the greenhouse. So out here will be just like a straight military. I'm thinking possibly putting like a ballista on top of these towers. So make them actually like a normal medieval looking wall tower and have ballistas facing in towards where I'm building. And I think that'll look really, really good and add some life to everything. I really do also need to get those minecarts added down onto that area, and that will bring so much of this build to life. Let's not talk about detailing the terrain. I'll get to that eventually. I swear. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start collecting all of that good stuff that we need. And we will be... again, I'm always just blown away by this view right now. This is so cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the construction. Yeah, the construction mode activated. There we go. See you soon. Welcome back, everybody, and back in the Super Fast build mode to build out these beautiful looking towers. As I was saying right before we did go ahead and build them, I am looking to eventually build out like some maybe trebuchets or ballistas on top and make it look like they're able to rotate around, maybe with like a bigger roof on it. So I love how these towers turned out. Might be temporary on the top, but that's kind of like, I'm kind of playing with some ways to build that stuff in my own little creative world where I'm just running some tests to see how things will look. But even if I decide not to do that and just leave them as is, I freaking love this. I will build the ballistas on there eventually, but I may not add anything else on there. But everything's coming out so good looking. It looks awesome. Actually, I did have an idea just now for ballistas. So it would be cool if I could get them on like a platform, kind of like on Dragon's Dogma, where you can like rotate them. And it would look like that. But again, future things, because those are completely separate builds that I really need to figure out how to make before I even attempt it. And then when we come down here, everything's looking great. I do need to add in like a doorway, a person-side doorway to connect the two sides with my other builds that will be on this side in the future, and my wool farm. But I believe the door and the roads that will actually connect everything here and bring everything home together will all be in a future episode where I'm doing some more detailing and adding in the roads, probably adding in the minecart running between the buildings at that time. That's all going to be in a future episode. Right now, everything is perfect. I love how this has turned out. It really brings a lot of the build together, especially when I start pushing towards building out the rest of the city and this entire area that's going to be like into the ground. I want this to be like its entranceway, and so I like how big it is and just how it dominates this area, but it also brings it together, going like, yes, this is the area that a small group of people originally set out, and well, you need a big group of people to build this, but a small group of people mainly lived here to maintain it. You know, there's the mine for all the materials, there's a forge, a map maker so they can map out the local cartography, which I still need to decorate, and then the stone makers where they can actually get everything made. And eventually there'll be a little barracks in here that will connect directly up into that tower to give them access to the top of the tower quickly. And once all that comes together, it paints this great picture of the small little thing. And then I can start really building out further to what like the future city and everything will look like. That's kind of what the greenhouse and, well, now the blue house is turning into in my honey farm. Is I was looking to build out something. I'm like, oh yeah, there's gonna be like these towers along the outer edge of the crater, and it's all gonna be connected together by a path. Well, I kind of was like, well, what's the path you need in it, and like I want to make it more interesting just than a basic path. So like, oh, they built a greenhouse for unique plants and stuff that come through here, and then connect onto the tower going up. So that's where a lot of this is actually coming to the head, and why I'm getting so far ahead of myself on my plans when it's like I'm still just in the beginning stages. But regardless, I am now in desperate need of Prismarine to make my blue house out of. So, when we fly all the way down here, and we head over here, when we built the creeper farm, it's in a huge ocean area, lots of water around. We are super useful for re-leveling up when I accidentally deleted all my armor, which is why I'm in this armor again. But now, now we just need to go and make our Prismarine farm, which I did look one up online. And let me actually have it pulled up on my other screen. Give me 1 second. So it is... I don't know if this is who actually made it, but this is whose tutorial I am following, and that is Shulkercraft. So I'm following the Shulkercraft tutorial. And I definitely didn't record this section before and accidentally forget to hit record and recorded nothing. Nope, I definitely did not do that when I was here just a couple moments ago. But hey, wow, actually, this is very strange. This is actually very, very strange that I found on this island. Because there is the ocean monument we're going to use. And on this island, in the middle of this warm ocean, of these coral reefs, it's just a single temple. Just one. There's nothing else around. This is really cool, but also very strange. Let's go and check out to see what's in here, because I have not checked it out. Actually, let's do this so I don't accidentally blow myself up. Cool. Awesome. And there we go. So let's check out what's in here. I could use some saddles. Always need emeralds. Some gold, diamonds. Not bad. Oh, okay. Got some dune armor. Let's go. Lure 1. Got more dune armor. Okay. Well, you would think that's placed by me, but it's not. But I don't have a table out here. I could fly back and get that in there, but I'm not going to. Alright. So, I do have all the materials I should need. Do I have Aqua Infinity? No, I do not. Okay. Gotta get that enchanted with Aqua Affinity. Alright. So, I'm gonna go ahead and save my spot right here. And as you can see, I went ahead and got all of the... Actually, let's go eat an apple. This isn't a god apple. This is a golden apple. We'll eat that before we jump in. But as you can see, I got some potions that I may need. And these are all, so I can go in. So first step of making this temple is actually going in and killing the guardians. So the big guardians, I drawing a blank on their name right now. But I do have all the stuff that you should need. These are actually a little higher in the numbers than they had shown in the video because it's just easier to grab 64 in case I make any mistakes. But this is a number of everything that you should need and to make this farm. So, well, I have a lot of extra chests. So, let's go ahead and go do the first step of the farm, which is to kill the words are words, everybody. We're gonna go kill the temple guardians right now. Well, actually, right when we turn it to daytime. I don't want drown to spawn. And back. Okay. Now, potion of invisibility, night vision, and water breathing. And then put these here. Grab a junk block. And the TNT. Cool. And then use this. Okay, so the... Thank you. My... As I said, I should be invisible. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I'm invisible. That's strange that they're able to hit me still, but whatever. Okay, oop, did I forget my food? I did. Well, let's hope I don't die. Okay, nope, nothing here. Crap. We need to run. We need to run. Forgot my food. Let's fly back, grab some food. Also, why are they able to see me? Like, isn't invisibility supposed to make it so they can't do exactly what they were just doing to me right there? Whatever, it just looks like I'm gonna have to tough it out. Crap. Okay, come on. Alright, that's one down. Let's get out of here. Okay, that's definitely not the way it's supposed to work, but I don't know why my invisibility potion is not wanting to work. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and go kill the other 3. The other 2 in there. So, I'll be right back as I do that. Okay, now the Guardians are dead. So we are going to go ahead and enter into a quick construction mode, shadow construction mode, or super fast build mode, how you want to say it. And we are going to go ahead and build out that tower because I'm not here to give a site tutorial. This is just a playthrough. So any tutorials of stuff I build, I always show off everything with the build and explain my thought processes. But for farms and everything, I'm just going to link everyone who was actually made the farm in the description. Because I'm not going to take credit for coming up with these farms. This is a lot more smartikins than what I can be. Well, what I am. So, we are... Sorry. God. We are going to go ahead and hit that super fast build mode. See everybody back here in just a moment. Alrighty then, and welcome back. So, I almost have the farm completed. The only thing I haven't completed just yet is actually finishing up laying the soul sand at the bottom of this. So, I'm going to go ahead and get all that soul sand laid out, and we are going to see how much this farm will actually start producing. There's already some of them in there, but I'm going to set up for an hour and see how much, see if the materials in the YouTube video are somewhat correct. Like, I won't say it's going to be exact. That's ridiculous. But close enough that it will be a decent farm to AFK at during, times. But I need another invisibility potion and another potion of health of water breathing. Because, hey, they said you're probably only going to need, like, in the tutorial, it's like, yo, you maybe need 2. How fast do you think someone works? You need like 8 of these things. Well, maybe not that many, but you know, I am working a bit slower because I kept pausing to rewatch the video. But they only had like 2. What? That was nuts. But again, not a big deal. Gonna go make a little bit more for the invisibility, and the potion of water breathing, and then get that laid down, and we will see you in just a moment. Alrighty then. So, as I was saying the time before, I went ahead and got the soul sand placed down on there, and then I went ahead and AFK'd for an entire hour. Ooh, I was going to go sleep in my bed over there, but apparently not. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Wait, I got this. Coming in for a landing. Okay, let's. Ooh, not bad. Let me do this so I don't always have to bring back everything with me, and then I just want to see how much I got in an hour. It's not some insane amount, unfortunately, so I'll have to spend quite some time AFKing here, but it is a good amount. Alright. So let's go and grab all the shards and everything. Okay, so this is one stack. Okay, not bad. And this much is... yeah. And I need a combination for these, which isn't that bad. Okay. So I got quite a bit of just basic Prismarine. That's pretty good. Quite a bit of this as well. But I am feeling I'm going to have to AFK here for quite some time. Let's go and grab a stack of those. That should be enough for right now of those. And... dang. Okay. Oof. How much did that get me? An hour of AFK only got me that much. This is a nice build. It's quick, somewhat efficient. But boy, I don't think it's efficient enough for what I'm having planned for later. Alright, well, oh well. So what I will go ahead and do then is I'm just going to continue AFK to try to get some more. Come on. And we will see each other after this AFK moment, because I... haha! I made it inside my hole. Okay. But, yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and AFK here, and mute myself, and just probably check to see how much I get in a couple hours. Probably won't be enough for what I want, but I'll have to look up a more efficient farm, or just AFK here like overnight or something like that, and just what I'm thinking to do, if I decide to do like an AFK overnight type of deal, I'll have to expand out these chests into more. So, yeah, so I might have to like do another entire couple rows of like double chests beneath. But we'll get there when we get there. Alright. Alrighty then. Welcome back. We're back at base after doing a long night of AFKing to get all the... hopefully, I'm hoping this is overkill. If this should 100% be overkill. But all of the double chests are filled to the brim with the materials I have acquired just to do this build. And the main reason there's so many of the shards and I didn't make them all into specific items like this just yet is because I know I'm going to need quite a bit of dark prismarine. So I'm kind of waiting to get all the materials necessary because I don't want to build too much of stuff because dark prismarine is expensive. And I really don't want to sit AFK at an area just to get more material later on because I made too much of one material and not enough of another. So we're going to be making that as we go. However, dark prismarine is very expensive because we need black ink, black dye. And the only place you can get black dye from is squid ink. So we need to make a squid ink farm because it's, for some reason, a very like 1-to-1 ratio with the dark prismarine and everything. So it's very expensive. So we are definitely, and I really like the color of dark prismarine. It looks so good. So we are going to go ahead and, not this time, but next time, we are going to be making a brand new farm. It will not, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to look out and see how to make it. But we're going to make a ink farm for squid so we can farm out that black dye as well. I believe it's pretty simple to get that. So we'll be able to actually set that up in this base and won't have to move it to another location like our other two farms. So we'll actually be able to do a small little build around that as well in the future, which will look great. So we're probably, next episode is going to probably be an ink build and also a little building around it to show like that's where the ink's coming from and everything like that. So look forward to that next time because we're going to need that in order to even start the build because of the dark prismarine. But if you have any other ideas, any suggestions, thought processes, things you may want to see built, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. Everyone, thank you very much for watching. This is Shadowdmf Constructions. Peace out.